So let's talk a little bit about those reports that are available. Here we have the SKB report that's available throughout the assessment, and that is going to provide you with access to the 10 SKBs, the skills, knowledge, and behaviors scores that the teachers have been collecting and submitting based upon their observations of the students. So that's what's available there. The learning progression report, it says that it's available throughout. That is actually, it's only available after the window closes. So want to make a correction here that the learning progression report is going to be available after the assessment window closes. The report then provides access to what the 10 SKBs are and the learning progressions associated with those. And we'll give you examples of that later on in the session today. The KRA reports that are available are as follows. The percent completion report. That again is a report that is specific to the percentage of students that have completed the KRA-R at any point in time in the assessment window. So you can get a snapshot of who has completed the scores at a particular time in the window. The completion by item report is a report that's going to show you how many students that have completed the KRA-R items at any point during the assessment window. So the slight difference there is the first report provides you with access to who's completed the entire report, and the completion report by item is showing you the completion by the individual items for the KRA-R. The data domain report export is going to be, think of that as kind of a full report. That is going to provide you with the total points calculated for each domain. Again, we're going to provide you with examples of that as we go through the webinar here. And then the language and literacy report, many of you are familiar with that. That is the report associated with the cut score for the language and literacy scale scores. So again, these are the reports that are available throughout. When we look at the ELA, once the assessment window and the administration window closes, the data displays are available. They're also available for ELA, they're available during the reporting window as well. So not just at the end, but the benefit to viewing the data displays at the end is you have the scores for all students, and you have that demographic information that could be included, and that allows you more flexibility in the filtering of that information. And then, as I said earlier, the archives provides you access to any of the reports that you've downloaded during the administration window. And then for the KRA-R, the reports that are available afterwards are the data displays, again, providing you with various views of the information. The archives, again, providing you with access to those reports that you've downloaded during the administration window. And then the scale score report. Now, this is the report that's going to be submitted to the Department of Education. This is the report that is containing all of the information, the teacher data, the student data, the overall and the item level scores. And so this is what we call the full report, again, that's going to be submitted at the end of the administration window. And then the ISR zip file is a file of all the ISRs in zip format. You can download that, and then you have access to all of your ISRs after all of the scores have been submitted.
So as soon as you log in as an administrator, this is what you are going to see. Then on the left-hand side, go to reports. This shows all your requested reports. So these are all the reports that I have requested. I want to create a new report. Select the drop-down arrow. We're going to do the ELA SKB rating report. Select your data collection. And you can check these two boxes. You can filter by POA or show observation dates. This will just show, for the observation date, it's going to show you when that teacher did the assessment and put any information in there. So we're going to check the August 15th as the start date of the fall ELA assessment. The end date for right now, because it has not closed, we're just choosing today as the date. Select your location, select your district, and you can select your region there. So if you want to do an overall district, you want to select the blue button that says Generate Report next to the district. So this will show all of the buildings that are doing the ELA assessment within your district. Once that's selected, just X out of that, and you can see at the top here that your report has been successfully requested. When you want to open that, download that, you just want to select the button here, and it will download in your bottom left. We're going to go to the next report we're going to pull is going to be the KRA percentage completion report. Again, we're going to check the data collection, the kindergarten readiness revise, select your location, select your district, and you can select your region there. So you can see on the side here, you've got request a teacher report, request a location report, or request a district report. So this district report too also is going to show if an admin has, building admin has multiple districts they assess, that they take care of. They can do this where it's going to show each of the districts. If you do the request location, that's going to give you all the locations within that district, and the teachers, same thing, all the teachers within that district. So we'll just go ahead and we'll request the teacher report. Again, you can see that, just close out of that, and you're going to see that your report has successfully been requested. When it pulls up, it's going to state teacher completion, and you just want to go ahead and download from there. The next item I actually just want to show you where to find is these data displays. So right above reports on the left side, you're going to see, click on that, and you see the data displays. And as Ed mentioned, the early learning assessment fall 2020, you can preview during the assessment window. So you're only going to see the early learning assessment. You will not see the kindergarten readiness revised link there until after the assessment closes. So when you click on that, you just want to go ahead and select from there. And from there, it's going to bring everything up. It's going to take a minute. But that's where you want to show and see all your data displays.